I'm gonna go pee-pee with my wee-wee.
Oh, boy.
Right?
Alright, I'll be back.
Don't forget to mute.
Why would I do that?
What did he say?
He said, why would I do that? Oh, boy.
I'm sweating. Do they have an app for that?
Oh, boy.
Please remember, the views and opinions expressed by this show or any other show on DV Radio and its guests are strictly those of said individuals and do not reflect those of the DV Radio staff nor the staff of dysfunctional veterans.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Strap yourself in.
Because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
Attention, everyone.
You're tuned in live.
DV Radio.
Online and on the go on your mobile device.
Listeners' discretion is advised.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's get ready to
Hey, you're listening to DV Radio with the old guy. I see Bo, who never leaves his couch for some reason. Google and Recoil, and I don't know where Marquis is at.
I was going to say he probably went to Kroger.
The little garlic sauce is delicious. You alt-right neo-Nazi bastards better stop it right now.
If you use the cheap sauce, it don't taste good.
It tastes like ass.
And I've got an important message.
Joe Junkie and Carrie Crack are perfectly fine for Tombstone.
Well, Carrie Crack is perfectly fine. She's in New Zealand. I wouldn't have sex with Brad Pitt.
How can you even read that with a straight face? Well, I've heard that many like short and tuna can girth, so I'm winning in that round apparently.
You're tuned in to WDVR on DVRadio.net or by searching DV Radio on your TuneIn app on your favorite mobile device.
Because this is how it is on DV Radio.
That is how it is right here on Barracks Talk Live, WTVR, DVRadio.net. I'm Boner Wood. We got DV6 somewhere. Google. Recoil will be after the first break. Marquis, he was gone for about 6 months, made a show, became big guy, and now he's late once again because he's made it back to the top. Thus, Marquis is coming in late again. So, how's everybody doing on this wonderful Saturday, June 23rd, 2018?
I'm doing great. How are you, Bo?
Out motherfucking standing. Actually, I'm sitting down, so I can't be outstanding.
And let's not forget Martha over here in the other corner upstairs.
Space Force.
Space Force. Have you seen that?
No, you've got to do it Space Force, like Toast House.
No, it's Space Force, the gay one. Space Force. Have you seen the song? Have you heard the song? Bo, can we play it?
I don't even know what song you're talking about. If you told me, 2 days ago.
Oh, well,
Well, Six only found it yesterday, and he said we probably can't even play it on the air, can we now, Martha?
Hey, we can't play that, but for all you Space Force cowboys out there, we do have...
Oh, somebody's coming over the mic with the... Oh, that's me. Never mind. Hold on.
Okay, anyway, for you Space Force cowboys out there, we do have this little soundbite. So you can masturbate to that tonight.
All right, so there's a lot to talk about. But first, we have to get through to make sure everybody's okay. I'm here, you're there, and Marquis will be here, Jim will be here, and I'll be gone, and there's all kinds of stuff. But what a week with the, prior to him making that, President Trump making the announcement about the Space Force, I was like, nothing's been really in the news. Like, we haven't had anything that's really triggered, like, a wave of memes. Like when, what's his name, rolled over bubble wrap and he got PTSD. Kuntzman or whatever. He shot the M16. God.
The guy that blocked me on Twitter.
Yeah. So then he announced this Space Force thing. Next thing you know, DV Store is launching a new T-shirt. The memes have not stopped. I just rearranged the whole schedule because Jeremy and Dan just sent in a couple memes on what a safety brief looks like in the Space Force. So that's going up in like 15 minutes. So yeah, Space Force, it's pretty good. Pretty damn good. What else happened this week? A lot's happened, right? Space Force.
Has it?
And I'm trying to keep a straight face here. Don't forget, we're on MeWe now. Go over there for all your offensive memes. You guys can even help the page out by posting directly to the Dysfunctional Veterans page on MeWe.com. It's easy. All you have to do is take your fat ass finger on your phone, go to Google, say MeWe.com, then search Dysfunctional Veterans, the group, and then join in the fun. It's that easy. If I can do it, you guys can do it. And if you know me, you know I suck with these computers and phones and things with transistors. So.
Transistors.
Oh boy.
What, Bo?
Just you and your transistors.
What's okay? So anyhow, all right. I broke my camera on mine. Never mind. I'm not even gonna tell you. Don't go there. All right. So we got another minute to just ramble, and then the schedule says we talked about your topic, DV6. Okay. So we got a minute left of rambling. So what else is going on? Tank has been Tank was awarded the most dog with the most appropriate name.
Oh my god. Can I tell the story? Well, I was going to tell the story later, but since you brought it up. So yesterday, I brought Tank with me to the barn, and I had to go get one of the horses, so I tied him up to one of the stall doors. And as soon as they started walking away, I hear this noise behind me, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I turn around, and Tank was pulling so hard on the stall door, like he closed the stall door on his own. And he's only 7 months. I'm like, yep, he definitely is a Tank.
He pulled a Tank move.
It was so hilarious.
He's doing a lot better. He is. He's doing good.
So Tank is living up to being a Tank.
Yeah, and Storm today finally got some respect from me. One of the injured ducks that's supposed to be in the infirmary pulled a Murdoch and escaped from the hospital that we have set up. We have our own mini VA with substandard health care and all that, but it's cheaper than going to a real hospital. So the vets are, have this little section. And and one duck's only there to keep the other duck company. And they're breaking out. Now, yesterday they called for help. And what the ducks did was they pushed their food bowl close to the fence of their perimeter. And what that did was entice the goats. And the goats fucking destroyed the fence to get to the feed, which allowed the hole to get big enough that the ducks could escape. So yesterday, we did repairs. Well, not the vets, not me. And they fixed it. Today, they got out again. They found another route. A little hole in the fence on the other side where the vets weren't shutting the gate properly. So anyhow, Google said we had to get this duck with the one that's out there flopping around with a bandage on its foot. So I'm going to go out there, and we're trying to corral 12 ducks, and I'm really zeroing in on the injured one. And here comes Storm. Instead of getting mad, I was like, he wasn't like spooking them, but he helped corral them. I was actually damn proud of him. He's a year old, and he didn't screw up the recapture of the ducks. He was really good. I was fucking proud.
Six, I've got a question. So all the conspiracy theories out there are true. We have a true Delta Force.
DF. Delta Force.
Ducks. Oh my god.
Duck Force.
Oh my god, you fuck.
That really is not.
That would be Google that's typing snafu.
You guys want jokes better than that? Go to MeWe.
Jesus Christ.
DV Radio does not post over there.
Would Duck Delta make you better?
couple announcements, couple very important announcements, and then we'll start the show. This Thursday, serious subject, veteran suicide is at the top of the list when it comes to what needs to be fixed with the veterans and stuff, and the issues facing veterans when they come home. The battle sometimes isn't over, and it's in their personal life, whether it be mental or physical or whatever. But there's just too many damn veterans in their life. And Howard Berry, who is the father of a veteran who succumbed to his demons, is coming up here. He has an organization called Flags for Our. I want to say the name right. Flags for Our Forgotten Soldiers. Flags for Forgotten Soldiers. And basically what that is it's a memorial, and it's up for 30 days in each state. And it's 660 flags. Why 660? Well, if you take 22 and multiply that by 30 days, that's how many veterans die at their own hands every month. Multiply that by 10. And he's basically trying to raise awareness, and I agree with him. And he says there's sort of an indifference out there in society when it comes to this. There's just blasé attitude up on the Hill in Congress about getting the appropriate help to these veterans. So he's chosen to represent New Hampshire. He's chosen DV Farm for this memorial to represent New Hampshire. And Thursday, everybody's invited. This is not a sad event. This is, we have a goal in mind. We're going to plant all these flags, and it's going to be open to the public for 30 days. Anybody is welcome to help us on Thursday. Come out here 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. That's when we're starting. And help us get these flags up. And then it'll be open to the public for the whole month. So that's Thursday. Salty Soldier is bringing some of his people from the East Coast. They're coming up to help us, and I can't think them East Coast.
He's on the West Coast.
People from Salty Soldier on the East Coast are coming up.
But that's not what you said. You said he is bringing people from the East Coast. He's on the West Coast. He can't bring people from the East Coast.
I mean, you really gonna...
Technically, he could. He could fly out to the East Coast and then bring people from the East Coast.
The Salty Soldier page is having people that are on the East Coast come up and help.
There you go.
Oh my God! Yeah, because we're so accurate on DV Radio. I don't want to confuse any people with the information.
Well, if you say Salty Soldier is bringing
there's
people,
22 vets fucking dying every day. And we're trying to do something about it.
They're going to expect Salty Soldier to be there if you say Salty Soldier is bringing people 6. That's where I was getting at.
Oh, my God. There'd be a controversy. We got 22 vets dying every day.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh, anyhow, Salty Soldiers having people from the East Coast come up. Their organization. I didn't know. When you say DV, does that mean me?
Crickets.
Who
are you asking?
I don't know. Now my whole train of thought's gone.
Sorry. Okay, so Salty Soldier is sending East Coast people. There you go.
And then fucking the 4th of July is... it's a good thing I got this all written down. That's why I don't miss a beat here. You guys need to be more professional like me. God. Some of you guys need some help. Right? Google, you need to work on your anger.
Look, I'm working, all right? So you keep going. 4th of July.
You're welcome to come up here. Fireworks and food. All right, that's the events. Now, is there anything I'm forgetting, Bo?
Honestly, I do not know. As far as events
still mad
goes.
about the meme I put in radio chat?
As far as events goes, I really don't know. That's the only 2 I can think of off the top of my head, unless you want to talk about the newspaper thing.
No, I don't know. No, the only thing I have, and the topic of the week, that's what I want to get into. If you remember it, at the end, announce it then. So, I think we should have a little bump here. So, here we go. You ready for this little rant? Have you noticed? I haven't talked to you about this, Bo, so this will be new to you too. And I didn't want to tell you about it because I want your opinions fresh. So, as much as, first of all, when you hear all this veteran community crap, you're hearing usually I see it on Facebook, and it's the Facebook Live videos, and it's bitching about the veteran community. This, the veteran community, that. I just came from a community event. It had nothing to do with Facebook, and it had everything to do with helping veterans and stuff. My point being is, there's a whole nother world out there off the internet where there's there's people doing things, and we were just a small part of it. We had nothing. We weren't involved in setting it up. But it got me thinking, have you noticed, how divided, when they talk about there's division amongst you hear that, there's a divide, Bo, right? We got to come together. You hear that a lot on Facebook?
Yes.
Bo? And you hear that on the vet page. We divide, right? And then the same people who talk about that are further dividing. There's a divide right now. You're not a vet unless you went to combat. But you couldn't go to combat if there wasn't people in the rear with the gear supplying the beer and the supplies and all that other stuff, right?
Yes.
Right. We're just watching how everybody's it's starting to here's what it looks like to me. It looks like we're eating our own. And yes, we've been a victim. Bo's been attacked. I've been attacked. The whole damn dysfunctional organization has been attacked because the word dysfunctional is bad. We're worried about you make us look bad and all that. I'm an operator. I wear cargo pants and whatever with the little stringies on the bottom that I don't tie. It starts with that. Where's it end? Well, now it's making fun of Cold War vets. Nothing happened. You shouldn't even be a vet. What did you do? And then if you call them out on it, it's just a meme. Yeah, but if you read the comments, it's not what it seems like. Have you seen those? Have you seen those where they're making fun of Cold War era vets?
No, but it doesn't surprise me with, like you said, the whole divide thing going on. It doesn't surprise me, no.
So now we're supposed to say Cold War vets? And then it's the common one is now they're going after, I guess they're not getting any play out of us attacking us, and now they're going after other big t-shirt companies that if you wear that, it's all pogues and pretend operators and, this and that. And if you have a bumper sticker on your vehicle, it's thank me for my cervix.
Well, all of us at DV are apparently stolen valor, so.
Well, the whole thing about if you wear a hat that says Desert Storm or Iraq Veteran or whatever, you just want to be thankful for sure. Calling them out and making fun of anybody that wears. Yes, there's a fine line to fucking glory hounds. There'll always be that. But you're telling me that if, you wear a shirt that's military related, that's just to seek attention? No. So I'd like to see you tell that to the face of a Vietnam vet because he's got a Vietnam ribbon on his car or the flag in his yard. You know what? Stop? Now,
I honestly wish that this shit had started years ago when World War I and II vets were still living. I'd love to have seen them say something to their face. That right there would have been fucking priceless. Oh, I know, but it would have been fucking priceless had they done it.
Dude, as many people talk shit back, when it was really heavy on hitting us. Remember how hard it was on us. Nobody really. If they worked for the organization and left, they waited till they left to tell the true meaning. Well, first of all, why they left. That's always cute,
Yeah.
The lies and stuff. And then they wait until they get behind their keyboard or behind a computer. And it's, it's human nature. It's another reason why I don't trust anybody, whether they're a vet or not, until I get to know you and this and that. But it's just watching the very thing that, like, we advocate, the whole social justice warrior is in the veteran community, and then when I say the veteran community, I mean fucking social media, because it's the only place where the only thing you're trying to do is up your dopamine. I need to get likes. What can I do? All right, this is all the younger generation. Let's bash Cold War vets now. I can make these cute memes and stuff.
Yeah, the only ones in my life that I remember never actually even mentioned an iota of the fact that they were in service, and I never knew it until years later, was my Pa Bill and my Uncle Jim. One was in World War II and the other was in Vietnam. And the only reason I found out was because my Pa Bill's funeral and my Uncle Jim's military boots from Vietnam, I have them in my bedroom right now. That's the only way I found out that.
I'm glad you brought that up, because their era was different. One, they didn't have the social media. Two, it wasn't prestigious to be in the military. If anything, you were looked down upon. And it is to some extent now, but nothing like it was back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, especially after Vietnam. So people didn't really advocate. And even now, you have to be careful with a job you're applying for, not to tout your military record. But they'll bring it out in a divorce case, But my point is though, when they say, all this information going around, it's just on social media. I mean, and the same thing with, we got to do something. There's a lot of talk, but not a lot of action. So, whatever. I just like watching it. So the next one is we're going after Cold War vets with these friggin' memes and stuff. And it starts there, and the hate and all that. It's like, whatever happened, we're all about helping each other, right? But and then out the same breath, at the side of the mouth, they're attacking one group of veterans. I mean, whether you're black, white, Hispanic, male, female, gay, or fucking straight, fucking, and now even if you got kicked out, how many people got bad paper in the military? I've seen them spit on them too now.
Yeah,
and we know for a fact that a lot of people got bad paper, and by bad paper I mean a discharge that is less than honorable. The one below that. A lot of people got that because either they had PTSD, did something stupid, and you don't know their story. So you can't just always go by bad paper, either. But hey, not everybody been clean cut like you.
It's like Dr. Phil always says, there's two sides to a pancake, no matter how flat it's made.
I like that. I love your mom. God. It's crazy. I'm watching it on these other pages, and it's like, you can't get enough play out of us, let's go try to beat up something else. I mean, we're all on the same team. Come on. So, whatever. It's just watch those pages. I mean, I see a lot of people defending,
C6.
That is a vet.
C6, this is what you're doing as related to our last podcast. If you haven't heard it, go to Podbean or iTunes and search for it. Veterans complaining too much. You're just fucking complaining too much, I think.
Yeah, I know. I'll be accused of that. But at least I'm pointing out facts.
Are they facts? Or are they your opinion that you want to be facts?
I'm not getting this secondhand. I've firsthand witnessed this myself.
That's what I love about this.
So it's not fake news?
That's what I was getting ready to say. I love that now. An opinion is automatically fact nowadays.
No. If people come purposely over here and say, anything, and you're gonna get a reaction, and now if you present fact back to them, you're triggered. I triggered you.
Oh yeah.
I triggered Bo by typing.
Oh my God. You were triggering everybody in chat, not just me. Who was that typing? It certainly isn't six.
I also failed to mention, listen, if you spend $50 or more at the DV store, DV Long Dong is giving away free American flags, 3x5 flags too. All you need to do is go to mydvstore.com, make a purchase of more than $50, and you will receive. I don't know if you have to select anything to get the free. What?
The reason I keep doing that is because to bank off the My DB store thing, people keep talking about this bag of dicks in Washington, and somebody said Kay bought 10 bags. What are they talking about?
As soon as I finish the promo for the free flag.
I thought you did there when you said, "What are you talking about?"
Because you kept going.
Yeah, because you would have went on for 10 more years.
First person that posts in chat what do you get when you spend $50 or more at the DV store? Then it'll be over.
You got to wait about 5 or 10 seconds because the delay. You realize that, right?
All right, the bag of dicks. So here's the thing. I'm like, it's one of those. It's another section of DV is like an army fucking division. I'm part of the headquarters element, and it sucks because I don't get to go do the fun stuff. Bo is the DV radio section. He has his own people, whatever, little gremlins, and Google is in the S shop, and then the page moderators are on that team and company, and then the farm has its own staff and unit structure, and then barracks and the MeWe page. Is there anybody I'm missing?
I'm sure somebody's going to be like, "You didn't mention us."
And then the warehouse, and they run. So now the person, Long Dong, has been newly promoted, and he's in charge of all that. And he's been doing an outstanding job, even though he's like a $3 bill. But he's coming up with these crazy ideas, and he's doing great. So this last one is somebody suggested that he's got the bag of dicks giveaway, or you can send it to a friend, a bag of dicks. Somebody mentioned that you should send them to everybody in the House of Representatives and in Congress. So he's like, yeah, we can do that. So I think he launched a campaign. If he gets enough money or whatever, they're going to ship a bag of dicks. And then with reading,
Hey, Six.
Yes.
You wanted your chance to be on Fox and Friends? Give it about a month after all this shit goes through Congress.
Hopefully, right. And then that's what I mean. I told him, I says, eventually when you're sending them Pelosi, you're sending them to Hillary. People are sending these to them, to their offices. I've been down there in the mailroom watching them in the shipping department where all this crap is going. And by the way, while I was down there the other day, I had a marker in my hand. Some of you will get some personalized notes from me on your bag. So let me know if you get them.
Yeah, your sack's going to have DV6 writing on it.
If you can read it. Yeah.
So
I told them too. I put one cock and ball on it. Next thing you know, everybody started grabbing markers. I was like, whoa. Last time we packed so many cock and balls on the packages, we almost got shut down.
Oh my God, we got in trouble. That was so hilarious.
Postmaster General goes, she was an Air Force man. That is so disrespectful. And then all the people in the post office from all over the country were showing me, that's not illegal. Look at the shit I have to handle on a daily basis. Actual dildos and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So... But anyhow, things are, looking up at the DV store. I finally got some fresh meat in the gunner seat. He's doing a good job. It looks like we're going to survive and continue on with the operation on DV Radio, DV Farm, the forum, and all this other stuff. I would like to thank all the people that do those birthday fundraisers. Keep them coming. I'll get, post them to the DV page. I'm going to start getting them back up on the main page. We do need to start raising some money because I've got people coming Monday. Whoa, this is here. Back up the bus. Meep. Slow down. Hey, if you want to start coming up here Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, it's just a general call. Bring your asses up here. Right now, I'm close to changing the farm name to the convalescent home because everybody seems to be fucking hurt right now except for me and the oldest guy on the property. And so I'm out there too, cutting grass and doing all this. There's a lot of work that needs to be done, and unfortunately, one vet's in the hospital, not because of me, and not because they're doing anything crazy here. It's just so many, fucking people get hurt too. Well, people get hurt or whatever. So we got profiles and dental appointments and stuff. But if you want to come up here, I'll put you to work. And Andy needs help building this Quonset hut. But what I was really gonna say is we need donations. I don't know what specific type of lumber we need, but we need a lot of it. Boards and stuff. I should have talked to Andy before we went, the farm manager. So there's going to be a call for lumber. Once the Quonset hut goes up, we need to get wood to build the stalls in there so we can get the horses here. As soon as Quonset hut is up and the stalls are in there, we can get the horses on site and start doing our horse therapy right on the property. So if you'd like to help out or want more information, contact us at info@dbfarm.org, and I'll tell you, I'll get that email to Andy if you can donate lumber or Home Depot cards or a lumber company. And if you want to volunteer, please give me a call. The only thing you can't do is, sleep on the property. It's zoning and all that other crap. So, but other than that, really, really fucking amazing at all the support this organization gets. And we balance it out with a lot of people that really, truly hate us. So we're balanced in the world,
We try.
Yeah. And Marquis coming on the show once and then disappearing again. I'm starting to think you're doing jail part-time, buddy.
I thought he quit his job.
I didn't know he worked.
I know he was always working on Saturday nights, but then since he was on last week, I just assumed that he was no longer working.
I know exactly what he's doing.
Breaking the law. He's got like 12 kids. He's got to be. If it's anything like Bob's Burgers, he's got to be going mental. Okay, Bob's Burgers did not work with the conversation. Maybe because they're cartoon characters and Marquis is black. I don't know.
Oh, man.
It was a few seconds late, but you happy?
Excuse me. Oh, Bo, I keep finding more and more news stories. Maybe we need to put my news at the beginning of the show.
I think not. I mean, 6 is only supposed to do 22 minutes. He's done 32 minutes. I mean, it's like your news segment's supposed to be 15. You somehow drag it out to 25 minutes or a half an hour or more, and me and Recoil's are here like, oh my god, oh my god, what? You said what?
I hurt myself.
We still love you though.
I was on 98.7 Wink Country with Mark Healy the other morning. That was pretty good. Did you get that text? Oh, you can't get pictures on your phone. No wonder you didn't get it. I sent you a picture of the studio to show you like how they do their show. And it's like, I gotta send this to him and show him what a real radio station looks like. Like all the little cheat sheets. I was like, if I had that, I would sound normal.
First off, regarding the cell phone, I did tell all of you that I had to go back to my old phone number about a month ago. Secondly, our budget does not fit within anything any other studio has.
We're gonna get there, Bo. We're gonna get there, and we're gonna reach more listeners.
We're talking like 50 grand's worth of stuff here. We don't have it in the budget.
Look, listen, I promise you. Well, there's a lot of things too that I want to fix for you personally, but in time, like right now with Long Dong fucking holding down the warehouse, I'm focusing Google and I are focusing on the farm to get finish up getting this running smoothly, and we'll be able to dig out of the hole and financially and start and go back to investing in other facets of DV. So, just a matter of we're all going crazy. But listen, for you people listening, if there's a topic you want to be discussed at the beginning of the show, like using my time. A lot of times, I don't have time to think. I just come on and I fart, and maybe we'll talk about that. But if you have serious stuff other than farts we can talk about, send an email to info@dbradio.net and say, hey, why don't you talk about this? And if you happen to be an expert on a particular topic, other than midgets and hookers and all that other stuff, but hey,
we don't discriminate here at DV Radio. That's what he's saying.
We kind of do. Like, we do, but it's a legal discriminate. Like, we make you email us, and then we decide whether you can go on the radio or not. That's discrimination. We're being discriminate.
Yeah, we've backed the fuck out of
there?
your ass. Yeah, I seen what you did there, dick.
Don't make me put you in a cage. That's better than Space Force. Oh, the fucking memes are outstanding. I think we went almost 2.5 days of straight Space Force memes.
Do you mind if we take our half-hour break now? That's at 5 minutes past, since you took up 35 minutes instead of 22. Is that okay?
You gotta give me a cue, man.
DB6's time ends after 9:22 p.m.
Now,
it has been like that for a year and a half. That's up to you.
If I don't come back, is that okay?
I'm not going to cry.
And PTS Dog, you gotta say something when you come back about his book.
Oh my God! Shoot me already!
Well.
Okay. What? What, dick face?
And this concludes the DV6 portion of the show.
That's going to be your outro every time. Every time. Anyway, we do need to take a break. We've got, on the other side of the break, DB6 and myself interviewed Mike Guardia, the co-author of How Moral Leadership, Winning When Outgunned and Outmanned. You'll hear more about that on the other side of the break, right here on Barracks Talk at dvradio.net.
DV Radio. We support our troops.
I appreciate everything you guys and ladies are doing for our country, and I'm behind you 100%. We love the USA.
God bless America.
You're listening to WDVR on dvradio.net. Radio.
So we're back to Barracks Talk right here on dvradio.net. We've got Mike Guardia. Did I say that right?
It's actually Guardia, but that's okay.
Guardia. What did I say? Okay. Anyway, Garden Light. Anyway. Okay. He is co-author. Is that correct?
Uh-huh.
Of How More on Leadership, when winning when outgunned and outmanned. I'm sorry about that. So you co-wrote this with Lieutenant General Harold G. Moore. Really quick, tell us who that is, and then tell us your military background and what you're doing today, if you don't mind.
Absolutely, Bo. Well, Hal Moore, he was the commander of American ground forces at the Battle of Ia Drang, and that was the first major battle between the U.S. Army and the People's Army of North Vietnam. This battle was famously portrayed in the film We Were Soldiers, and if you recall in that film, Mel Gibson played the role of Hal Moore. Moore also wrote about it together with Joe Galloway in the book We Were Soldiers Once and Young, and he is the closest thing to royalty in America's Army today. And as far as myself, I am an armor officer by trade. I was a tank commander for 6 years, served on active duty from 2008 to 2014. And since 2014, I have been cooling my heels in the Army Reserve, doing on average 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year. I'm currently serving as a company commander. And aside from my service as a citizen soldier, I am a full-time author.
Wow. Your hands are full, it sounds like.
And I'm also and I'm also the daddy to 2 wonderful girls.
Awesome. Well, congratulations.
Well, it's a pleasure to have, you're the closest to royalty we've had on, except for Mike Tonto from Benghazi. So congratulations there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you're doing a couple weekends a month and all that. But why did you get into this? How did you get started?
Well, I always had a particular fascination with the military, and always enjoyed reading stories about war. Right around the time I commissioned as an Army officer, I of course started reading a lot more. And if I were to wind the clocks back to 2002, that was when the film We Were Soldiers came out with Mel Gibson, and I was lucky enough to see it on opening night when it came out, and I was blown away because it was the first Vietnam War picture that I had ever seen to portray the Vietnam veteran in a positive light. I mean, if you take a look at everything that's been taken out of Hollywood, it's been pictures like Apocalypse Now and Full Metal Jacket, and they all have one thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Unless you go all the way back to the 60s to
right.
John Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. You're right.
Yeah, so I was totally taken in by Hal Moore and really the whole story of the Battle of Ia Drang. And in the years that followed the film's release, I read We Were Soldiers Once and Young, and I also read a follow-up book to that called We Are Soldiers Still. And I went looking for a biography on Hal Moore, and I was surprised that I couldn't find one. I'm like, man, somebody has to have written something about this guy. And that's when I got the idea to try to take up the project on my own. Ended up contacting him, contacting his family. They gave me their full blessing to pursue it, interviewed Moore at length, spent about a week with him at his home back in Alabama. And that biography, Hal Moore, A Soldier Once and Always, came out back in 2013. And as I was going through a lot of my notes on the book, I was thinking to myself, I probably have enough on hand to write a book about his leadership principles. So I floated the idea to his son, who's a retired Army colonel. And he said, well, Mike, it's a good thing that you contacted me when you did, because I was going through Dad's computer and I found the outline of a manuscript he was working on for all of his leadership principles. Now, Dad is old at this point. He doesn't use a computer anymore, and he's not interested in doing this book. But if I give it to you, is it something you want to finish? And I said, Steve, heck yeah. Please send it to me. I will finish it. I expanded that outline that he started, put in everything I had from my interviews, some excerpts from his speech, and the result was Hal Moore on leadership, and been doing great things ever since.
Can you tell us something about the general that a lot of people don't know about? That's something you gleaned?
Yeah, I found that he was really the perfect balance between. He was the perfect balance between being hard and being tender, because here was a man who had fought in 2 wars. I mean, unbelievably hardcore to the bone leader. He commanded respect wherever he went. He had a history of turning bad units into good units, and he had a history of fighting and winning when the odds were stacked against him. This was the type of guy that I think most military leaders would strive to be like. But at the same time, he was very unpretentious, and he was just incredibly friendly. I mean, one of the most pleasant guys you would ever sit down to have a conversation with.
You said that this book was published almost a full year ago. In that year, what have you got back as far as feedback from not just, leadership, but soldiers or civilians that's read this book?
Well, the response that we've got has been overwhelming. I've read a lot of the reviews. I've read the reviews not only on Amazon, but in a lot of the publications that it's been reviewed in. And, it has been universally well accepted. The general consensus that I've seen among all of the commentaries out there is that this is good old fashioned practical leadership advice that isn't pompous, not arrogant. It's stuff that isn't too theoretical or, something that involves a lot of cerebral thought.
And hell, they might even learn something.
Yeah, exactly. It's just good stuff to know. They're good rules of thumb that will help any leader in any organization. And the thing that got me about a lot of it was that, my goodness, it's so simple. You kind of have to stop and ask yourself, man, more leaders should be doing this intuitively.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest piece of good feedback that we got on the book that was at the same time incredibly humbling was when Jocko Willink put it on his podcast. I'm just like, wow, if somebody, like the leadership guru himself will say, hey, this is a damn good book, man, I know we're doing something right.
Good. And I know they're asking about where can they, like, somebody's listening right now, they want it while it's fresh in their head, go get it. Where do they go?
Okay.
Name of the book and where can they get it at?
All right. So the name of the book is How More on Leadership, and it is available at Amazon. You can get it at Barnes & Noble. For the few Books A Million that are still open, you can also get it there. It is also available on Kindle, and it's also available as an audio book. So if you're into Audible, or if you like listening to books on CD.
Where can people go if they're interested to find more about your work or anything like that, Mike?
Well, if anyone out there wants to get a hold of me, they can contact me through my website. That is www.mikeguardia.com. And, just a quick Google search of my name, Mike Guardia. That should be the first thing that pops up.
Awesome. Outstanding. Again, thank you for coming on. Like Six said, we'd love to have you back anytime, especially when that children's book comes out. Thank you. Thank you for the interview. Thank you for this book. And thanks for all you do with getting stories out there, brother.
Oh, brother, thank you so much for having me on the show. It has been my pleasure.
DV Radio.
Yeah, so that was Mike Guardia. Myself and DV6 interviewed him a few days ago due to scheduling conflicts. But don't fret. We have the full half hour or so interview on podcast. It will be published later on after this show before Contraband, so you guys can go listen to that in its full version after the show. But please go over to MikeGuardia.com to find out more about his books and his upcoming works, as well as go to smile.amaz.com, where you can also make DV Farm your charity of choice. Look for How More on Leadership, winning when outgunned and outmanned. Order it, and a portion of that, since you chose DV Farm as your charity of choice, will go straight to the farm. So, what'd you guys think from that little bit of interview that you did get to hear?
Not bad. How did you fuck up Guardia?
Well, I said it right beforehand, but then
it's like an international airport, man.
Right? It just fucking, it went, I mean, you'll hear in the full version, he emailed us, and me and Six we were fucking floored and stunned, and I vetted to make sure that was Mike Guardia. I was like, no, this is a fucking hoax. This is not the guy. But, yeah.
Well, the 10-minute teaser was enough to make me actually want to go out and get the book and check it out.
Right. Yeah, and I've got a copy of the book, and I've been able to get through a little bit more of it between everything that I do. And it's something that everybody should read, not just, veterans or military or active duty service members or anything like that, but civilians as well. I mean, it opens your mind to look at new prospects and stuff like that in the leadership world.
Well, the general was obviously successful in whatever ways of leadership that he was applying to the men and women under his command. And then I related to that in the other part you're going to play later, to Patton's principles and books on Patton and leadership style too. I read those books when I was a kid, and he's working on one about Hal Moore's principles. I think it's great,
I think the best leaders are ones that, the people that they are under their charge, they don't do things because they fear that leader. They do things because they don't want to disappoint that leader. Because they have so much respect for that leader that they don't want to disappoint them.
And as much as I hate using this, wording, but he was, to most of his soldiers, a father figure. And, you'll hear that when Mike talks about it more in the interview, and you see that in We Were Soldiers, and you read that in this book. It's more like a father figure to you.
Oh my God, I'm trying to get my boots off. Oh.
But go check out How More on Leadership, winning when outgunned and outmanned. and also MikeGuardia.com.
Yeah, Google's got me now where I'm kind of domesticated. I take my boots off when I go to bed now.
Awesome.
So, I'm an evil. How long did it take you to learn that skill?
When I
I'm
stopped
supposed to
walking.
not be here. Oh, at least I'm not muted.
Oh, you fucking dick. Through almost the entire first song, he wasn't muted.
No, it was the whole song.
It was.
You told me
it
sooner.
was. I did. I text you, but you don't answer numbers that you can't remember.
Hey, Six, how did you know I was muted?
Ooh.
You.
So that was you?
Because I said something, and then you said, at least I'm not muted. And I looked up, I'm like, oh shit, I'm muted. Like, how the fuck did he know?
I'm psychic. I'm going to bed. I'm psychic.
I was saying that you still won't take your socks off when you go to bed.
Mana.
So I know my excuse. What's Marquis?
We believe that he's doing an underground operation that he doesn't want to divulge to us yet, for money for his 12 kids.
Underground operation, is that like a back alley abortion, or what's an underground operation?
That's what we're trying to figure out now, Recoil.
Oh man, maybe he went to Mexico to pick up some drugs so he can sneak back in the country and sell it.
Mexican
drugs. Hey man, you want some of this Colombian stuff? I got it right here in Georgia, man.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god. So I believe that Joaquin Watai's book is getting close to being published. Is that right, Google? You know more about it than I do because I've not been able to talk about it or talk to him much.
I don't know. Six said something yesterday or whatever saying, oh shit, he published his book, but
No. I know what it is. He has the what do you call it? A actual draft in his hands. It actually looks pretty fucking good. It's post-traumatic stress disorder in the service dog. If you guys didn't know, that's PTS dog. He should have a link for sales from the publisher very soon. As soon as that happens, we'll let you guys know about that. The book looks great. I don't know how much I can talk about this. It has been fully approved. He's waiting the ordering information, which he should get Monday. That is directly from Joaquin himself. So as soon as that is released, we'll let you guys know. You'll hear about it here. DV, PTS Dog's Facebook page for sure. That'll be the first place you hear it. So be looking out for that and be ready, because I am fucking gunning for that book. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I am super happy to see it moving forward. Joaquin's put a tremendous amount of work into not only writing the book, but actually getting it out there and getting it published. I mean, it's just a massive undertaking. You don't just get lucky enough to write a book and then get it published. It takes a lot of time and effort.
Yeah, what is
much
this?
respect.
What is this? 2-3 years now? Something like that?
Yeah. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I mean, he's went all over the states. He's had meetings with other vets and met vets face to face, and it's all in the book. It's 2 years, so 2 years. Yeah, he said 2 years, but it's
and I'll have ordering info by Monday.
Yes, ordering info by Monday. Most of it is his hard ass work. I mean, I gotta hand it to the man. He put his heart and fucking soul into this. I know a lot of people who's like, I want to write a book or I want to do a movie, and yeah, they'll do it after about 20 years and they finally get it done. But Joaquin had an objective and he's fucking accomplished it. You know, I wished I had a crowd here fucking hurrahing for you, but oh man, our studio isn't big enough to fit a crowd in.
It's not a fiction book. I mean, not to take away from what those people do, but this has taken a massive amount of research and knowledge, and the book is there to educate people, and that's awesome.
Exactly, and I think a lot of the book, from what I understand, is going to take away from a lot of the stigmas that people have tried to bring out, myths, stuff like that. I know that's one of his big things, is cracking the myths to service animals and stuff like that too. So, and that's post-traumatic stress disorder and the service dog by PTS dog Joaquin Watai. Like I said, we just said a moment ago, be looking out for the link and information to order it, hopefully next week. cannot wait.
Sweet.
Yay!
I don't have the fucking clapping thing on here yet. God damn it. I forgot it again. Fuck!
You don't have the clap yet?
No. Keep forgetting to get it. But after this show airs, after we finish tonight, Barracks Talk, we've got Contraband re-airing again at 23:30, 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And really quick, last night, a lot of us were on social media about an hour after it had broke. Vinnie Paul, the drummer and co-founder to Pantera, Hell Yeah, and a lot of other bands passed away. We're going to play a couple of songs tonight. We're going to end tonight with one song that I thought just fit tremendously. He was the brother of Dimebag Darrell, who was unfortunately shot and killed 2003, 2004 Recoil, somewhere in there.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. It's hit us all hard, to be honest.
Sorry, I'm just hearing about this because I've been incommunicado for 48 hours.
Yeah, I was talking to David Libby earlier, and it's honestly hit us all hard. I mean, people that we know in the music industry and just entertainment in general, it was just one of those fucking right hooks out of nowhere, you know?
What happened?
Honestly, nothing has been released yet. A lot of us believe it was probably heart failure, but we don't know yet. I mean, it could have been anything. He wasn't but 56, and I think that hit us all hard too. So, but yeah, we are going to have a couple of songs, one in the next break, and like I said, we'll end tonight's show with something that I thought was very fitting for Mr. Vinnie Paul as well. But let's not get sad. All right, let's be happy. Don't forget the Space Force. Don't forget the Space Force. We gotta be happy with them.
Sunshine.
Hey, Recoil, every time somebody says Space Force, we gotta play this now.
Space Force.
Well, 6 would tell you gotta say it the gay way. Space Force.
Oh my god, you guys,
Space Force.
I just can't wait. The spacesuits are gonna be fabulous.
But really, it should be Space Force.
I think I'll.
Toast House.
I guess I'll have to do an ad for that by next week, huh? I should have done it this week. I've been too busy. Fuck that shit.
It'll be outdated by next week.
You want to bet? You know what I love about the whole Space Force thing is Trump isn't the first president to ever talk about it and to actually talk about it. And people don't realize how valuable, not commandeering, but, actually having a Space Force, in quotations, would actually help countries and Earth in general.
I think for most of us, it's just fun and easy to make fun of.
Oh, yeah.
I think for the extreme left, they really are that fucking stupid that they don't realize that it's actually a good idea.
Oh, yeah. I'm right there with you because I seen something the other day. This is why I've not been on Facebook all week because the retards, man. Fucking retards. Someone actually said, how are you going to train soldiers in space when you have no gravity? And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You're that fucking retarded. Like, seriously. Like, have you not seen James Bond? I mean, come on. I don't know, man. Like,
because James Bond is purely reality,
right?
Well, while we're talking about Space Force, go over to mynewsstore.com to get the Space Force T-shirt. I put the link in chat.
Because I totally need a door gunner hoodie. Are you gonna make them too?
I don't know yet.
You better get on it. You can't say yet because by the time you decide to do it, it'll be too damn late and it'll be outdated, Miss Google.
Well, right now the T-shirts aren't moving as fast as we thought that they would.
Are they being promoted?
Honestly,
yes.
the reason things like this,
she's like, "What the fuck do you think I'm trying to do right now, motherfucker?"
I'll tell you the reason I think.
So,
well, you got to think about it, Google and Recoil. Everybody jumped on this as quick as they could. They oversaturated the market, and 99% of them all look identical, in some way. And most people are going to go with the best and cheapest that they can buy. That's what they're going to do. Or the first
Those
one
are
they
the
see.
ones at mydvstore.com.
Like those. Those are awesome.
They are.
I'm
They're
totally
sexy. Hold on a second. I gotta open up a new tab.
Actually, it's getting difficult to advertise, even on Facebook. Well, Facebook, it shouldn't really be surprising, but it's like every single freaking thing that we advertise, they approve and then they deny it because it's too political. This includes our Leave Me Alone shirts, and it does not play well with others, and no one owes you anything. They're
Just blame
apparently
Russia.
all too political.
Just blame Russia.
I know, right?
It was the vodka. Jesus Christ. I don't get it.
It's ridiculous.
So, Recoil, since you weren't here earlier, how was your week?
Very weaky.
Nice. Well, we would have asked you during the first part of the show, but instead of taking 22 minutes, DV6 decided to take 35 minutes again. So, none of us got to say anything.
Which was probably a good thing, because I was doing like Mach 20 down the fucking highway to get here.
Much.
Right.
Oh my god. Have you seen the Top Gun Danger Zone video that they put together with Star Wars? Luke Skywalker getting in the X-Wing and shit like that?
Highway to the danger zone.
That's fucking great. Fucking great, man.
It's fucking great, man.
I fucking love it. Fucking douche canoes.
Right, now we got groundskeeper Willie in space.
What do you mean I can't take the noon rocks with me? Oh my god. I think Hank Azaria is going to quit The Simpsons. And he does like a shit ton of characters on there too. I read that somewhere. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't get to read the article. I need to go back and find it. But if he quit The Simpsons, that would be like a sad day. I mean...
after something runs that long, sometimes people just want to move on and do other things. And sometimes you have the thing, where shit gets to people's heads and they think they're worth way more money than is even fucking ridiculous.
Well,
so you just never know.
Well, Hank Azaria has always been that... You know that one guy from that one movie that done that one thing, but he got with that girl and then he done this thing and he got killed? That's that guy. He's the C- actor that's really fucking got talent and just doesn't get the recognition. He was he played in the remake of Godzilla back with Matthew Broderick was Nick Totopoulos. You remember when they redone that in like 2000 something?
Yeah, I couldn't even bring myself to watch it.
I love the commercials for Taco Bell because they had the Chihuahua going, "Here, lizard, 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 lizard. Here, lizard, lizard."
I don't watch remakes of movies that I watched the original movie when it came out.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because I'm old as fuck.
Well, it's like everybody's like, "Oh my god, the new fucking what was it? Oh my, Patrick Swayze was the original movie.
Dirty Dancing.
No, Wolverines. What was that movie? Red Dawn. They
Red
redone.
Dawn.
Yeah. I was like, I am not watching that fucking jet flying computer-esque bullshit. I'm not doing it. Fucking Patrick Swayze made that movie.
Well, I just can't help but think to myself, are the writers that talentless that they're just running out of things to make movies about, so they'll just rehash old fucking ideas?
Me and you were talking about this the other day, and I brought up that Man on Fire was a remake, and 99% of the people I talked to think that Denzel Washington's Man on Fire was the original. I'm like, no, it was not. It was made back in the 70s or something like that. And like Death Race, when they first redone that one, I was like, no, that was Sylvester Stallone and the Carradine guy. I was like, come on, guys. Oh my god. Why do I hear shit in the background? What is that? Sounds
I
like
don't know what you're talking about.
Sounds like music, like a kid's music thingy.
My frogs.
No, that.
Wait, we gotta mix up the crickets in there.
No, I'm doing laundry, so the dryer was just telling me that it's done.
Well, it sounded like some kid playing with one of those keyboard things. That's why I asked.
Well, it's not.
In the future, your dryer will fold your clothes and put them away for you.
I know, right? I wish.
Oh my god!
Hey, we've come a long way from the old washboard bucket.
Right. I want to say my grandpa had one of those old washing machines in he called it the junk building. Well, he even had a junk room, so I thought that was normal for everybody, but apparently, everybody doesn't have a junk room in a junk building, but I remember I went to school one time and they were like, "What'd you do today?" I was like, or "What'd you do this weekend?" I was like, went to my grandpa's and helped him clean up the junk room, and they were like, "What's a junk room?" And I had to explain to them, like, you just throw your junk in there, and it's like a room dedicated to nothing but junk. Like, it's all in the words. It's all in the name of the fucking room. Like a bedroom.
It starts with a junk drawer, and then becomes a junk closet, and then the next thing you know, you have a junk room.
And then he moved. He graduated from the junk rooms to the junk building, and he had a big ass like barn-esque thing that fucking the floor fell in on it. Oh
my goodness.
Yeah.
I knew this chick one time that used to do like all kinds of yard sailing and shit. Like she literally had junk in the trunk.
What the hell? She
was always driving around
trunk.
with a car full of shit.
Did she have the shopping carts here?
No.
Well,
no, we're too rural. We're too rural for that. It'd be like a 70-mile hike with your fucking shopping cart.
Well, haven't you seen the apocalypse movies? They're always pushing through the desert with a damn shopping cart, and there's nothing around for like 2 days.
Right?
Oh my god.
So I haven't had a cigarette since this morning.
So are you saying we should go ahead and take a break and then come back and let Google do her 90 minutes of news?
No, I'm trying to quit smoking.
It's not 90 minutes of news, but since Recoil mentioned cigarettes, I will have a smoke break.
I am contemplating sticking a screwdriver in my eye.
Why?
Because I haven't had a cigarette since this morning.
Oh my god, these smokers. Jesus, why? But anyway, I guess we'll let them have a smoke break. You've got 9 minutes and 6 seconds after I begin the break. We will be back after this with Google's Junk That's in the News right here on Barracks Talk, DVRadio.net.
This week on the Service Dog Show with PTS Dog, I talk with Aaron and Stephanie Voris and trainer Leah Patterson about a recent incident in which Aaron was denied access to a Nashville restaurant with his service dog Harvey, and the gross misrepresentation of the incident in the media, which made it look like Aaron was faking it. That's the Service Dog Show with PTS Dog right here on DV Radio, WDVR.
Ever shop online at smile.amazon.com? Why not give back to the DV Farm by making it your charity of choice? No extra fees or hidden costs, and a portion of your purchase goes directly towards the DV Farm, located in Gilsum, New Hampshire, and helping to continue its mission. That's smile.amazon.com, and be sure DV Farm is your charity of choice. For more information about the DV Farm, please go to dvfarm.org.
Let's get it on.
We got some fresh beat for you. The music. Let's go.
You're listening to WTVR on DVRadio.net. By veterans, for veterans.
Simply made for you.
Butt hurters, how many times have you found things make your butt hurt because you're easily offended? Now, at last, somebody has done something about this condition. Butt Hurter's Friend is on the market. A scientifically blended preparation manufactured especially for crybabies' butts. When used daily, helps prevent bleeding, leakage, burning, promotes healing, and in general keeps your butt in tip-top condition for hurting when it's needed. DB Radio.
You big dummy. When the president lies, it's not called a lie. It's called executive privilege. I'm Fred G. Sanford, and the G is for Guadalcanal. Want to see my diary? Were you a veteran? That's right. Oh, did you see much action? Well, only on leave.
And now, it's time to find out what stupid junk is in the news.
Okay, and we are back. Sorry about that. I'm not muted, am I? Jesus Christ. I keep forgetting that I hit the mute button on my headset, and then during the break, I also hit the mute button on the computer, so then I'm like, fuck, I keep forgetting this.
You're the mutant.
I know, right? Anyway, moving right along, let's jump right into the news. I only have, Bo, 4 news stories, so it won't take me 90 minutes.
Okay.
Alright. Compulsive video game playing now qualifies as mental health condition. So there you have it. So if you are addicted to playing video games, you apparently have a mental health issue.
Well, I guess you, DB6, Marquis, and myself have a fucking mental condition.
I know, right? I sometimes do too, because, you know, if I start playing a video game, then I'm generally on for like 12 to 20 hours at a time. Which is kind of sad. And this is coming from the UN Health Agency. So, classifying gaming disorder as a separate condition will help governments, families, and healthcare workers be more vigilant and prepared to identify the risks. The agency,
Oh my God.
The agency called WHO, and other experts were quick to note that cases of the condition are still very rare, with no more than up to 3% of all gamers believed to be affected.
It makes you wonder if when Dr. Seuss was still living, if he named the World Health Organization.
I know, right?
I just love how, you know, fucking junkies, heroin addicts, cokeheads, meth addicts, and now gamers are, it's all a fucking disease. But hey, let's find the fuck out of smokers by making cigarettes cost 4 times as much because they're doing something horrible.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, right?
It's addiction also. You can't have it both fucking ways.
Exactly. Dr. Henrietta Bowden-Jones said, "We come across parents who are distraught not only because they're seeing their child drop out of school, but because they're seeing an entire family structure fall apart." Oh,
I'm sorry, if you can't pull yourself away from a game to go be with your family, that's your own fucking idiotic fault. I mean,
well, the case I know that they were talking about a specific case where a 13-year-old hadn't been to school in over a year because he was always gaming.
That is the parents' fucking fault. That is not the child's fucking fault.
Thing.
Fucking hell. If you want the fucking government to control your fucking kids, don't start saying, "I don't want the government doing," because you're a fucking bitch.
Exactly. I said the same thing. I'm like, are you kidding me? A 13-year-old doesn't go to school for a year, and it's because he's got a mental health problem because he's, I don't know, gaming too much because the parents allow it?
What happened to criminally charging the parents when the kids didn't go to school for so long? What happened to that? Did we just, forget that even existed?
I know, right?
Well, daddy's in prison and mommy was in the bedroom sucking dick for rock.
Well, that would not surprise me. That would not surprise me.
Dr.
My
Mark Griffiths, who has been researching the concept of video gaming disorder for 30 years, said the new classification would help legitimize the problem and strengthen treatment strategies. He said video gaming is like a non-financial kind of gambling from a psychological point of view. Gamblers use money as a way of keeping score, whereas gamers use points. And he guessed that the percentage of video game players with a compulsive problem was likely to be extremely small, like less than 1%, and that many such people would likely have other underlying problems like depression, bipolar disorder, or autism. And he also said that you have these short obsessive bursts, and yes, people are playing a lot, but it's not an addiction. So me personally, this is not him saying it, but me personally, playing a video game for 20 hours is a short obsessive burst and not an addiction.
I'm OCD. That's my problem. I when I play a game, I've got to finish like a level like right then and there. I can't fucking not, whatever. But these motherfuckers that sit on their ass and do absolutely nothing else for their families or whatever, they just want hand-me-outs and they want to cry and say they have a fucking addiction. That's all it is. That's all this world is now. It's, I want to hand me out, I'm sick.
Well, Dr. Shakar Saxena said if video games are interfering with the expected functions of the person, whether it's studies, whether it's socialization, whether it's work, then you need to be cautious and perhaps seek help.
Thank you, Dr. Shakira.
Right.
So then my 20 hours of incessant gaming is a problem. See, these two can't get the same answer.
What really makes me sad is I used to have a lot of respect for the World Health Organization because they used to do a lot of great shit. Now they're stepping on this, let's help everybody because everybody's got some type of disease or addiction bandwagon. Go fuck yourself, man.
Yeah.
I have this horrible addiction to oxygen.
Right? and that whole non-costly gambling thing, that's bullshit. Because I know people that will sink thousands of dollars just to play video games for a month.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't, video games aren't exactly on the cheap.
Yeah, I mean, if you get a game brand new, if you buy just a normal out there game right now, brand new, it's $60. Okay, then you want to go do your Twitch live stream. Most of the time, you want to put on a good fucking presentation. You're going to dump about another $3,500 and on your rig. Okay, that's already $3,550 right there, not including all your little bullshit that you're going to throw in on top of that with your website and shit like that. So you're probably going to spend in excess of $5,000 just to start out.
Yep. But apparently, individuals engrossed in internet games, certain pathways in their brains are triggered in the same direct and intense way that a drug addict's brain is affected by a particular substance.
It's dopamine being released in your brain when you do something. That's fucking human nature. You get a gold star as a kid and dopamine is fucking released in your fucking body. Fuck!
Well, it does say the gaming prompts a neurological response that influences feelings of pleasure and reward, and the result in the extreme is manifested as addictive behavior.
Well, that's just like the people that say caffeine is not a drug. Caffeine's a fucking drug, motherfuckers. Fucking stop drinking your Dr. Peppers and eating your fucking chocolate and then tell me that you can go without it for the rest of your fucking life. And then tell me it doesn't make you fucking happy. You fucking retarded reject motherfuckers. God, why didn't your fucking... Oh, my God, I can't. I fucking can't say what I want to. Six will fucking take me away. Fucking, I can't do it. I can't say it. It's that bad.
Why are you making fun of retarded people?
Oh, fuck the retards.
We're technically not making fun of them. But...
Fucking extra chromosome motherfucker. Yeah, I went there. I fucking went there.
You looking mighty hot with them wide set eyes.
Thank you, Nicola. I love you. Fucking system of a
moving
town.
along so that Bo can not be as pissed off.
That pisses me off. It legitimately does, and if it doesn't, you.
I'm serious. I think I might need help. I really think I'm like addicted to oxygen because, like, if I don't have it and shit, I feel like I really need it, and like I would actually probably fight someone for oxygen if I didn't have any.
Do you like turn Hulk if you don't have oxygen? Like you just gotta.
I like change colors and shit and start gasping.
Right, like you were at the Willow Wonka chocolate factory or something and ate the little blue raspberry shit.
Like the little blueberry chick.
Yeah, that's what I was getting. Yeah.
Oh man, too funny. Invasive plant that causes third-degree burns and possible permanent blindness has been discovered in Virginia. So if you live in Virginia, just stay inside your home because I'm sure that it's not in your home.
I heard that about something else, and I can attest that it doesn't happen.
It doesn't make you grow
Officials in
hair
Virginia
either.
are warning residents to be on the lookout after an invasive plant was found Tuesday in the northern part of the state that can cause third-degree burns and even permanent blindness. The Massey Herbarium at Virginia Tech said in a Facebook post that 30 giant hogweed plants were discovered in Clark County, located between Winchester and Leesburg. And the plant contains a very toxic sap that when combined with sun exposure can cause severe health hazards.
Giant hogweed. It sounds like something a Dependa would smoke.
and then I thought Google said sack, so that was the second thing I thought of. Oh, I know what these are.
With a P, not a... Oh, man.
Dude, these are every fucking where. These aren't just in Virginia. Oh my god, they're not an invading species. These are fucking part of North fucking America, you fucking retarded motherfuckers. There we are, back on the retard bandwagon again, you reject son of a bitchin' assholes. You fucking biscuit hair motherfuckers. Oh my
man.
god. Those are those fucking plants that if you set in the yard and your hand starts burning all of a sudden because it feels like a bee stung you, that's what the fuck you touched. Oh my god.
Right?
You fucking idiotic retard. Who the fuck
I
put
think
these
it's
people
funny
in
how
charge?
people freak out because
Oh my
stinging
God.
nettle is like brutal, and that
Yeah.
shit's been around for fucking ever.
Right?
Well,
I mean, there's a lot of plants out there that will fuck you up if you're stupid enough to eat them.
Oh my god. It's
Well,
like
the sap prevents your skin from protecting itself from sunlight, which leads to a very bad sunburn, according to the New York Department of Environmental Conservation. And then
So we highly recommended that you do not use it as a personal lubricant.
right?
Can I
Heat and
ingest it,
moisture,
though?
Sweat or dew can worsen the skin reaction. The phototoxic reaction can begin as soon as 15 minutes after contact, with sensitivity peak between 30 minutes and 2 hours after contact. And if the sap gets into your eye, then you could be permanently blind.
Oh, so it's like going out to sea and getting stung by a motherfucking jellyfish. Imagine that.
I know, right?
Jesus fuck. You're not gonna die, but oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck. It's not a giant man-eating Venus flytrap, but we want you to be aware, people. Fuck.
I know.
Invasion of the
It may be possible
plants.
for hogweed seeds to remain viable in the soil for 15 years. For this reason, long-term monitoring is very important. Check the site and surrounding areas for the next several years for the emergence of any hogweed seedlings or regrowth from previous year's plants. That is only if you have been removing hogweed plants.
I really
that
hope...
Fuck
grow
that.
from 14 feet.
Fuck that. I'm calling for an airstrike.
Right? You know what I seriously hope for? I hope some fucking videographer college student up in Virginia takes this and makes like Invasion of the Hogweed plants or some shit and puts fucking hog face on the front of that fucking on that plant, man. Dude, can you imagine that?
Here comes the warthog.
Dude. Forget Invasion of the Body
man.
Snatchers. This
Lay
is
it
going
in
to be
on
the
me,
shit.
Sandy. Lay it in on me.
Too funny, too funny.
Oh, hell.
All right. Next, Philly Fanatic launches hot dog out of a cannon, which hit a woman in her face. Well, and gave her a black eye. So a Philadelphia Phillies fan says a hot dog launched by the baseball team's mascot hit her in the face and left her with a black eye.
Oh,
Kathy
God.
McVeigh said she was at a game against the St. Louis Cardinals in Citizens Bank Park, Philadelphia on Monday night when the Philly fanatic rolled out his hot dog cannon. Spo is dying laughing. McVeigh was sitting near home plate and says all of a sudden a hot dog wrapped in duct tape flew toward her and struck her in the face. She says she's suffering from a shoulder injury, so she was unable to swat the airborne hot dog away. She left the game to get checked out at a hospital, and she says she has a small hematoma. Black eye.
Oh my God.
I might actually start watching baseball again.
all I can imagine, right now, she walks into the ER. Ma'am, what happened? I got hit in the face with a wiener. Usually that's what happens when it goes in your mouth.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I just keep picturing that picture of that people use for a meme all the time. It's that chick with her mouth hanging open and they're throwing like a whole pile of hot dogs at her.
Well, the Phillies apologized to McVeigh on Tuesday and have offered her tickets to any game. And CBSSports.com's Dane Carey says this was no laughing matter, writing, "Yikes. Jokes are going to be made about this, but anything hitting someone near the eye and leaving those kinds of marks is serious stuff."
Dude, I would have started making memes myself had that been me. It was Pirate Day at the baseball field.
So Philly Fanatic has a hot dog cannon with hot dogs wrapped with duct tape. And when the cannon fires, you are liable to get hit in the face.
Can you imagine how much PSI that fucking cannon had behind it when it shot that fucking thing out to leave a fucking black eye?
Oh shit!
Oh my God, I'm fucking dying.
I think they should upgrade to a baseball cannon.
Oh wait, Recoil. That's what the teachers need for those 6-inch fucking baseball bats that Google talked about like a month or two ago.
Right?
Come and shoot us now, motherfucker!
Right.
Oh man,
batter up!
Did you ever watch American Gladiators when that was on?
Oh hell yes!
That fucking tennis ball cannon they had was awesome.
I missed that
I'd
show,
love to
the
put hard
original.
balls in that fucking thing.
You're talking about the original in like the mid-90s, early to mid-90s, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I love that fucking show.
So, last one. You ready for this one?
Probably not.
This one's pretty funny too. People cough up $38 for unfiltered hot dog water at festival. So Vancouver's annual
Whoa. Hold up. Back up. They're paying for unfiltered hot dog water?
Yes.
But the real question is, do they have a chocolate starfish to go with it?
No.
Oh my God, Limp Bizkit. But my question is, wait. First off, have you ever smelled the opening of a fucking hot dog packet? That water, that fucking juice hitting your fucking nose just makes you want to fucking hurl. Yet people are buying this shit.
Can I go with the story now? Vancouver's annual Car-Free Day festival attracts thousands of people to the Canadian city's main street. However, this year visitors were treated to an unusual new product among the food and drink stalls: unfiltered hot dog water. CEO Douglas Bevins of the self-styled hot dog water said, "We've created a recipe, having a lot of people put a lot of effort into research and a lot of people with backgrounds in science really creating the best version of hot dog water that we could. The drink, which comes in a sleek glass bottle filled with water and a single hot dog, is keto compatible and will help the drinker lose weight, increase brain function, look younger, and increase vitality," the sign at the hot dog water booth claims. The sign also explains that the drink is rich in sodium and triggers anti-inflammatory responses. The hot dog water, which comes unfiltered, was listed for an event price of $37.99. And the CEO said, they've been drinking it for hours. We have gone through about 60 liters or 16 gallons of real hot dog water. But then here's the catch. At the bottom of the sign in fine print, it says, hot dog water in its absurdity hopes to encourage critical thinking related to product marketing and the significant role it can play in our purchasing choices. This was all a big, giant experiment for these guys. Would people buy hot dog water if it was marketed in the proper fashion, such as saying that it will help you lose weight, increase brain function, look younger, all that other stuff? And people were actually buying it.
See, Google, had you told me about this, I could have found the Limp Bizkit lyrics where he goes, ladies and gentlemen, introducing hot chocolate starfish with the hot dog flavored water. Yay! But no, don't tell me about it. That's what Recoil was trying to, put out there earlier. Jeez. Why the fuck would you want to drink this shit? Oh my god. I love pickle juice. Don't get me wrong. Pickle juice, man. Oh my god, that is some good shit. But hot dog fucking water? Like, fuck. That's like saying, I like to sniff skunks' asses. It makes me feel so good. What the fuck is wrong with this fucking world?
I know. Bevins said that he spent about $1,200 for the marketing stunt for bottles, labels, branding, and other costs. But he hopes to have left a lasting impression. And he also said, from the responses, I think people will actually go away and reconsider some of these other $80 bottles of water that will come out that are raw or smart waters, or anything that doesn't have any substantial scientific backing, but just a lot of pretty impressive marketing.
What's sad is he just started a new fucking trend.
After hearing this, I really want a bottle of hot dog water.
Can't wait. Fucking don't even grill the hot dogs, just give me the water.
You know what would go really good with hot dog water?
Hot dog?
What? What'd you say, Recoil?
Oxygen.
Oxygen.
Oh, man.
Hey, don't forget, you can still get your pizza tennis shoes, I'm sure. You guys remember that article? Fucking
I do remember that.
Let's get back to these retards I was mentioning earlier, okay? Fuck. Jesus
Oh, look
Christ.
at that. You can buy pizza shoes. Sorry. You can buy pizza shoes for $59.95 at Barracks.
Oh, my God.
Or you can get pepperoni pizza custom high tops for $90 on eBay.
Hey, Recoil, you still got that screwdriver on hand? I might need it to fucking poke my eyes out now.
Let me dig it out.
Jesus. What the oh my. You know
God.
what's sad?
Man. Hold on. I missed this story back in March. The headline is Pizza Hut's High Tops 2 sneakers can order a pizza and pause your TV.
Oh my God.
Smart shoes that can track your workouts aren't a new thing. Pizza Hut, however, has created smart shoes that are the polar opposite of fitness. The Pie Tops 2, a sequel to last year's Pie Top sneakers, are here as part of an ad campaign for March Madness. So this is expired, but still, that's not the point. These pizzas will order pizza for you.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That is so funny.
Well, that's just like, if I'm not mistaken, there's like some way you can like have your Xbox fucking One or whatever the fuck, because, Microsoft is smart and goes from Xbox to 360 to One. But anyway, like whatever fucking console Xbox is on now, I think there's a way you can tell it to order you some pizza or something, and you don't even have to talk to anybody. It just fucking orders it for you from like Domino's or some shit. Like, oh my God. That's where the addiction comes in for gamers. If I can order pizza and sit here and fucking play a game, you goddamn fucking right. Why the fuck? I ain't even got to stop my game? Hell yeah. Fuck, why the fuck do I want to leave the house? Oh wait, I don't anyway. But still, my point being, oh my God. Fuck. Space. You know what? Space Force. Thank you, Windows Defender Summary, for telling me that I was scanned one time and there was no threats found. Oh my god. That's literally what popped up right as that was finishing. Virus and threat protection. Windows Defender Summary. Windows Defender Antivirus did not find any threats since your last summary. Your device was scanned one times. And I love that. One times. I love Microsoft's fucking grammar is fucking spectacular. And it says your device was scanned the number 1 and times. As in plural. Fucking idiots. God.
Idiots.
Ooh, look, you can get the Pizza Hut shoes, the Pizza Hut Pie Tops 2 shoes.
Oh my god.
You can buy them used for $1,500 at Poshmark.
Somebody tried to eat it?
Or you can buy them for $1,800 on eBay.
I'm guessing somebody tried to eat them if they're used, right?
This is so crazy.
So retarded.
So are either of you angry about Melania's jacket?
No, I think it's hilarious.
Yeah. It was one of those...
People are reading so much into it. Like, honestly, people are so pissed off at it. And they're reading so much into it. Like, I can't believe that she would wear something like that to the border when going to visit immigrant children who have been separated from their parents. She's basically saying, I don't care about you fuckers being all like... about the media. It's got nothing to do about the kids being separated.
Talking about reading too much into things, I retweeted where Trump was up there talking to families that have been hurt by illegal immigrants here in the United States. And it's like an hour-long video, so I retweeted it. And I forgot what I had said, but someone came along and said, I used to love TV and get along and laugh at people on Facebook. Now your political views just disgrace me or something. I'm not following anymore. I was like, really? So,
bye-bye.
So you're telling me that an opinion, not a fact, an opinion hurts you so much that A, you have to tell me, and B, you can't have any fun in life anymore. That is just like saying that your race or gender makes me so uncomfortable I can't be your friend. I mean, that's basically what you're saying. Because politics matters so much when I choose a friend. Oh my god. These fucking...
The latest was now they're upset that gay men discriminate against women.
Why? Because they have to have their nails done too, or they have to have their breasts done?
No, because they don't have a penis, so they won't have sex with them.
Well, you also realize that gay men are not allowed to eat a Chick-fil-A, right?
Well, gay women discriminate against straight men because we have penises and they don't want to fuck us.
Well,
I'll throw it right back. I'll throw it. That's totally irrelevant. God damn it! I will throw it back at these rejects. Yeah, I said rejects.
Oh man.
If you guys take anything we say seriously on this fucking show when we're like laughing afterwards, you need to get yourself checked. Oh my god. Anyway, it is 22:51. Recoil, what can people do if they want to get away from these retarded rejects and these System of a Down syndrome people?
Well, my first suggestion would be see if you can get recruited for the Space Force. But if that doesn't work out, head on over to dvbarracks.com. That's our forum. It gets you off of standard social media, gets you away from Facebook, where you might have, grandma, grandpa, aunts, cousin, uncles, boss if you're really fucking stupid, or at least coworkers. You can get away from all their shit. You can head over to dvbarracks.com. Once you can create an account using either your Facebook or your email. Once you have an account created, go to the top right-hand corner and click on your profile. You can change your profile picture to any picture that you want to use. You can change your name to any call sign that you want to use, and you are free to use the DV forum in anonymity. I really enjoy it. There's a lot of good shit over there. There's the typical DV fuckery that you would expect, but there's also my favorite section, which is the peer support section, and that's brothers and sisters like you and me looking out for brothers and sisters like you and me. So one last time, head on over to dvbarracks.com.
That's dvbarracks.com. Go over there now. You like that little raspy voice that I done? Sexy, isn't it? Anyway.
Very raspy.
Anyway, if you're wondering where Marquis Davis is, we don't fucking know. So email him right now at limacharlieradio@gmail.com and tell him how big of an ass bag he is for not coming on the radio show tonight when he said he would be on here tonight. Go. Do it now. That's limacharlieradio@gmail.com. Marquis Davis. Or you can tweet him at Marquis Davis1 on Twitter. Oh my God. I so hope you guys email his ass.
He decided to become a prostitute killing serial killer.
Well, me and Six...
He shall be known as Black the Ripper.
Six and I were talking before the show, and we figured it out. He came back after 6 months, done a actual Marquis Dirty 30, came on a Barracks talk, and got it in his head that he's safe now, so he can start coming in late and not showing up again.
I was going to say, he's not even late. I mean, he is. In 6 minutes, he won't have shown up at all.
Right. But
wait a minute. We have a no-call, no-show on our hands?
I know, right?
All right, who's going to file the paperwork?
Fuck.
Yeah,
Jeez,
so...
That's not me. That's not my job.
So...
I'll just tell him he's banned.
Hopefully, all of you that are listening live or on the podcast did get to hear the Marquis Dirty 30 about Trump visiting North Korea and our epidemic in the veteran community. We mean the entire veteran community, not just social media, but that would be suicide. We hope you got to hear that. If not, it will be on podcasts on Podbean, iTunes, Google Play, and a lot of other places that you can get your podcast that you like going to. Also, Contraband is after this show at 23:30, 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the interview that we had the 10-minute excerpt of in this show on Barracks Talk is going to be a standalone by itself. That's Mike Guardia. We interviewed him about the How More book that he done, How More on Leadership, Winning, Win, Outgunned, and Outmanned. Go grab it now on smile.amazon.com. While you're there, make DB Farm your charity of choice so that a portion of your checkout price will go to the DB Farm. No hidden fees, no extra costs, nothing like that. It doesn't cost you a dime except for what you are buying. Again, that's smile.amazon.com. The name of the book is How More on Leadership, Winning, Win, Outgunned, and Outmanned. And don't forget to check out MikeGuardia.com to keep up with his upcoming works. The children's book that's coming out, hopefully we'll have him on when that is released. MyDBStore.com. Google, can you tell them why?
What?
Oh my God. Try to do a segue. Try to do a segue here. What? Where'd the ball go? Where'd the ball go? Where did that? I don't see the tennis ball.
Hey, what part of Leave Me Alone did you not understand, Bo?
Hey, you just need to stay back 100 fucking meters, all right? I was a space shuttle door gunner. I was a space shuttle door gunner, motherfucker. But no, seriously, why should
in
they
the Space Force?
Wait, we got it. Oh god, wait. Okay, anyway,
well, you know, Bo, I really don't care.
What? God damn it. Blow shit up, motherfucker. Why should they go to mydbstore.com?
Because I got a free flag with every order they place. A free U.S. flag. I don't know. What do you want? I don't know what you want me to say.
I don't either. I don't know shit about the store. Nobody tells me until the show. So, and then you guys expect me to push this shit. I'm like, which way do I jerk off?
I know that from now until July 4th, every single order that is placed, you will receive a free United States of America flag made in the U.S. of A.
Is it made or assembled in the U.S. of A?
It's made.
It's not assembled.
DV Oink knows even more than I do. It's any order placed of $50 or more. You'll get a free flag.
Wait, so you mean to tell me... Go ahead.
If you go to mydbstore.com, you can click on the pranks link, and for $5, you can send a bag of dicks to Congress.
Yummy. Sounds inviting.
So if you order 10 bags, then you'll get a free flag.
That's mydbstore.com. Go do it now. You heard it here on Barracks Talk on dvradio.net. Anyway, Twitter at DV_DV Radio, YouTube Dysfunctional Veterans, and DV Radio as well. Both of us have MeWe's, MeWe.com. go to the group section and search for Dysfunctional Veterans and DB Radio. If you can't find DB Radio, they probably took me down because I'm not posted in like a week, so I gotta put some up.
I still don't know what MeWe is.
I fucking hate MeWe some days because I go over there and I'm like, oh, fuck, what do I do over here? There's nothing to fucking interact with.
I'm like, there's so many different platforms that we have, and I'm like, MeWe? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, so.
I'll go to MeWe.com right now and I'll find out.
But, yeah, we will publish that interview right after this show airs, so you guys can go listen to that, and we'll put it up on the DB and the DB Radio page. Recoil, anything else for our listeners tonight, or if they're listening in the morning or whatever the fuck?
Stay on your own side of the border and you won't get separated from your children. And as always, be safe and keep looking out for each other, fuckers.
Yeah! Google. That means
I'm supposed to take the MeWe challenge.
Oh my god.
And sign up for MeWe. But I don't want to. So, anyway, yeah. Just enjoy your fucking weekend. On Thursday, we have an open house at the DB farm for the Flags for Forgotten Soldiers, and we have some media presence coming out. And then 4th of July is 4th of July.
Yes, if you haven't seen that, go and look at that event page there on Facebook. If you are going to be there, please click going so we have an idea of how many we need to be prepared for food and stuff like that. But that is something that would be greatly appreciated if you did show up. As for me, I have nothing for you fuck nuggets tonight, except rest in peace, Mr. Vinnie Paul. You will be missed. Have fun with your brother, Dunbag, Daryl, Lemmy, and all the others wherever you're at. For Google, who's fucking typing out the ass right fucking now. God damn. Recoil, DB6, and Marquis Davis, who decided not to show up. I'm Bonerwood. This has been Barracks Talk right here on WDBR, dbradio.net. Until next week, fuck sickos. Bye-bye.
Hit us up on Facebook and Twitter.
That's all, folks.